Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mihir Joshi. By the way, I hope you guys caught an amazing show that just happened live, like about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. I know thoda late hua. On the Alt Balaji YouTube channel. If you've not gone there, go and see it now. Live तो था पर अभी भी है वहाँ पे. 3 phenomenal musical performances by my dear friends Abhijit Sawant, Pratibha Singh and Aishwarya Majmudar. You do not want to miss it, and you'll find out a lot more about a show called कहने को हम सफर है, जिसका 3rd season. Baghla, hey Aksh, come on. I expected internet to be working so perfectly that the moment I say your name, you should have been there, but there you are. Thoda time laga, but how are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I just realized कि इस पिछले 2 महीनों में, I've interviewed a lot of people on the MJ show here. You're a little post. I've got a terrible memory. I think you're about 103rd guest, and I realized so many people that I'm interviewing have been people whom I met at Social Nation. That's where you and I met for the first time as well. And
yes.
I got, even before I met you at Social Nation, I had seen some of your videos on your YouTube channel, and they are fantastic. So now, before we find out more about individual videos, let's talk, as I always do when somebody comes on my show for the first time, with what I call the origin story. How did Aksh Baghla become this YouTube sensation? Were you always wanting to sing? Were you always into music? क्या पीछे की स्टोरी बताओ पहले.
बिल्कुल शुरू से बताता हूँ. तो जब बिकॉज मैं हूँ हिमाचल से. तो आई वाज बिकॉज मेरे मॉम डैड को बहुत पसंद था कि मैं सारे को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज करूँ. तो मेरे को डांस मैं करता था, म्यूजिक भी सीखता था. तो 5th क्लास में मैंने कीबोर्ड पियानो सीखा था. उसके बाद म्यूजिक बिल्कुल छोड़ दिया था. एंड देन थोड़ा सा गिटार सीखा. एंड गिटार भी वही जो होता है बचपन में, एफ कॉर्ड नहीं बज रही है तो छोड़ दिया. वहां पे छोड़ दिया. एंड देन फिर मैं चंडीगढ़ अपनी हायर स्टडीज के लिए आ गया था. सो हियर एक मेरा बहुत अच्छा फ्रेंड बना एक्चुअली, बिकॉज मैं पहले थोड़ा इंट्रोवर्ट होता था. तो यहाँ पे मेरा एक फ्रेंड बना और वो एक्स्ट्रा मतलब वैसा था. तो उसने मेरे को बहुत पुश किया कि तू लाइक मैंने उसके सामने एक बार गाया, उसने गाया तू बहुत अच्छा गाता है. तो दैट्स व्हेन इट ऑल स्टार्टेड. एंड उसके साथ फिर बैंड बनाया कॉलेज में. And like you yourself, you like rock, right? You do rock music. तो उस टाइम obviously वो ही सब था. तो उस टाइम मैं वोकलिस्ट था और रिदम गिटारिस्ट था एक like metal band में actually.
Oh, metal band में. अच्छा भाई, रॉक भी नहीं, उसके भी एक स्टेप आगे.
Not exactly metal, but melodic metal, जैसे Bullet for My Valentine.
Okay, तो ठीक है. हाँ.
तो मैं स्क्रीम में नहीं करता था. स्क्रीम मेरा बेसिस्ट था, वो करता था. मैं क्लीन वोकल से आता था. तो दैट्स हाउ इट ऑल स्टार्टेड. एंड देन ऑब्वियसली वो बैंड टूट गया, इधर उधर चले गए सारे. एंड देन कहीं ना कहीं मेरे को पॉप म्यूजिक भी बहुत पसंद था. तो उसके बाद जैसे ही मेरा कॉलेज खत्म हुआ, सब इधर उधर हो गए. मैंने डैड को बोला कि ऑब्वियसली मैं यूट्यूब पे देखता था बहुत सारे मैशअप्स और लोग ये सब करते थे. तो मैंने देखा इंडिया में कोई नहीं कर रहा था उस टाइम, कोई भी नहीं. मेरे को एक वीडियो नहीं मिलता था कि मैशअप है या कुछ है, एक्सेप्ट विद्या वक्त करती थी, बट देन अगेन शी इज नॉट फ्रॉम इंडिया.
टेक्निकली नॉट एग्जैक्टली. या
हाँ, तो बस वहीं से शुरू हुआ था. फिर मैंने पापा को बोला 1 साल मेरे को चाहिए ऑफ स्टडीज एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड आई वांट टू डू दिस लाइक फुल टाइम. 1 साल में इफ इट वर्क्स आउट फॉर मी आई एम गोना डू. बिकॉज़ पापा को तो पता ना, तो ये क्या मतलब तू कर रहा है. तो मैंने डैड को कहा बस 1 साल देख लो, उसके बाद जो आप बोलोगे उस हिसाब से चलेंगे. बट या इट वर्कड आउट फॉर मी.
So you know what, I found one part very interesting, and थोड़ी हमारे दोनों में जो समानता है, और the common fact that I found is, one is like you said, you were a part of a rock band. I still kind of am a part of a rock band, though abhi I've taken a little bit of a sabbatical from live performances. And the other thing is, coincidentally about 17 years ago मैंने engineering की थी. तो I am an electronics engineer. Engineering खत्म होने के बाद everybody expected, I finished it with the first class. 12th standard तक मैं अच्छा स्टूडेंट था. इंजीनियरिंग में यार मैं कैसे खत्म किया भगवान को नहीं है. तो इंजीनियरिंग के बाद आई टोल्ड माय फादर आल्सो द सेम थिंग कि मुझे 1 साल दीजिए टू डू व्हाट आई लव. इफ आई डोंट सक्सीड देन आई डू माय मास्टर्स एंड देन आई विल स्टडी फर्दर एंड व्हाटएवर एल्स. एंड उस 1 साल के पहले, ये वो साल लेने के पहले, आई ऑडिशनड एंड आई बिकेम अ रेडियो जॉकी विद एफएम रेनबो विद ऑल इंडिया रेडियो. तो मैंने पूरा फोकस पे दिया, एंड फॉर्चुनेटली उसके बाद वापस पढ़ाई करने जाना नहीं पड़ा. एंड आई हैव बीन doing music and related things ever since. So अभी 16 साल हो चुके हैं. Fortunately, did not have to look back, and I'm happy to see that you also did not have to go back into traditional things after taking that 1 year from your father. But I know your fans are used to hearing you sing beautiful pop songs, mashups, Hindi, English के और पंजाबी भी आजकल तुम थोड़ा गाने लगे हो. So before you get into the kind of songs that your fans already know about, let me hear you sing something from your college days, from your rock days. Pick a song that you liked back then. It doesn't have to be very metal. It can be a rock song as well. And let's hear a little bit of
that. One song which I really liked at that time was Tears Don't Fall by BFM. So वो गाना और तो लाइक वो एक ऐसा गाना था जो हमेशा हम क्लोज करते थे उससे उस टाइम पे. तो वो एक मेरे को एग्जैक्टली बहुत टाइम हो गया है, बट स्टिल आई डू वन लाइन.
भाई यही तो होता है यहाँ पे शो पे आने पे, मैं पुराने गानों की यादें दिलाता हूँ सबको. तो लेट्स हियर दिस.
Yeah, so it was like, bloodshot eyes, I watch you sleeping. The warmth I feel beside me is slowly fading. Would she hear me if I called her name? Would she hold me if she knew my shame? And then growling part comes in, and then it's, your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Her conscience calls the guilty to come home.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. मैंने सोचा यार कुछ तो अलग सुना देते, because your fans already know the kind of music that you do. And speaking of your fans, man, this is amazing. Congratulations. You've got such an amazing following and such great fans on YouTube. You've got like over 2 million followers, hopefully reaching 3 million very soon. So, tell me a little bit now about your YouTube journey. So, your YouTube journey began about 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think it's 4 years now.
4 years now.
So, yeah. So obviously because for me it was very different, because मेरा growth was very fast as compared to other channels. Because so the first video I posted, जैसे generally हर कोई करता, मैंने post किया, and obviously first video में I think सबसे ज़्यादा time लगता है किसी को भी, तो उसने 5, 10, 20 दिन मतलब एक चीज़ perfect you want to do, so that I did, and then I posted it. And because I'm also kind of like I like tech a lot. I was kind of a geek at that time. So मैंने पूरा वो channel बनाया, पूरा अपना वो digital stuff किया, and एक चीज़ from the graphics to everything. And still like आज भी I shoot, edit सब कुछ I do myself, from music to everything. So वैसे किया, and then first video I posted, and पापा को भेजी कि व्हाट्सएप पे हर जगह भेज दो, हर एक इंसान को भेज दो. एंड बहुत लाइक उस टाइम पे आई थिंक इट वाज 2016 एंड 16 एंड, तो उस टाइम पे 6000 व्यूज आ गए फर्स्ट वीडियो को मेरी. तो मैं बहुत खुश था कि फर्स्ट वीडियो को इतने व्यूज आना, तो आई न्यू कि हाँ ये कहीं पे जा रहे हैं. एंड देन फर्स्ट एंड देन सेकंड एंड देन इवेंचुअली पर मेरी एक वीडियो जो लाइक हर वीडियो पे से 5000, 10,000, 15,000 आते थे. फिर जैसी एक वायरल हुई which was the 30 voices, वो वाले फेसबुक पे, हाँ वो फेसबुक पे वायरल हुई थी बहुत ज्यादा, एंड देन वो फिर यूट्यूब पे वायरल हो गई. एंड वो जैसे वो वीडियो वायरल हुई, मेरी सारी पुरानी वीडियोस पे 1 million प्लस व्यूज हो गए सारी. लाइक वो डिस्कवर्ड मतलब वो डिस्कवरेबल हो गई, और इवेंचुअली इट वर्कड आउट फॉर मी.
सो पहले वीडियो के रिलीज के बाद ये जो वायरल हुआ वीडियो, उसके बीच में कितना समय था? How long did it take to reach that virality?
I think it was एक साल से कम ही था actually, almost a year. So this thing like I said, मैंने पापा को कहा था like I need a year off. So it wasn't working out. Like शुरू में it wasn't working out at all. तो मैं I'm in Chandigarh right now. तो मैं यहीं पे, it was my college में यहीं से कर रहा था, तो यहीं पे मैं रुक गया था for the music also. तो जैसे ही it wasn't working, तो मैंने सब hopes छोड़ के I went back to my hometown in Himachal, and dad की business में help करने लग गया. एंड वहां पे मतलब बैठे बैठे ऐसे एक दिन मन किया कि ये 30 वॉइस, बिकॉज मेरे को सारे बोलते थे कि तू जो गाना गाता है, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली व्हेन यू स्टार्टिंग ऑफ सिंगिंग, तो यू डोंट हैव योर ओन, लाइक यू हैव टू फाइंड योर वॉइस ना व्हेन यू सिंगिंग, क्योंकि टाइम लगता है, 1 साल लगता है टू फाइंड योर वॉइस. तो उस टाइम में दूसरों की आवाज जैसे जो गाना सुनते थे उसी को रेप्लिकेट करके गाते रहते हो आप, तो लोग बोलते तू वैसा ही गाता है. तो मैंने क्यों ना ऐसे करके एक वॉइसेस के ही वीडियो बना रहे हैं, लेट्स सी हाउ, एंड वो बस वहीं पे वर्कआउट कर गया, एंड देन आई केम बैक एंड आई स्टार्टेड like doing it properly.
That's fantastic. And let me just put it into perspective for everybody out there. बहुत सारे लोग गाना गाते हैं, most often वो एक किस्म की आवाज में गाते हैं, जो अच्छे गाते हैं वो उनकी भी बात कर रहा हूं मैं, पर एक आदमी को अगर किसी और की नकल करनी हो, एंड टू मेक इट बिलीवेबल, कि अगर आप आंख बंद करो और किसी और का गाना सुनो तो लगेगा अरे ये तो अरिजीत सिंह के जैसे गाता है, या ये सोनू निगम के जैसे गाता है, ये क्रिस मार्टिन के जैसे गाता है, वो करना बहुत मुश्किल है, बिकॉज everybody's instrument is different. ये जो आप देख रहे हैं ना, this is the instrument that a singer has. जैसे गिटार प्लेयर का गिटार होता है, ये हमारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट होता है, तो हर इंसान का इंस्ट्रूमेंट अलग होता है, और इसको आपको मोल्ड करना पड़ता है अलग अलग तरीकों में, टू बी एबल टू डू व्हाट अक्ष हैज डन इन दैट एक्सट्रीमली वायरल वीडियो, जिसको अभी 20 मिलियन से ज्यादा व्यूज हो चुके हैं उसके चैनल। तो भाई थोड़ा इसका हो सके तो कैन वी गिव अ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन? आई लीव इट अप टू यू, आई वोंट पुट यू ऑन द स्पॉट बाय सेइंग इसकी आवाज, but you know what, take us through, chalo, let's take us through 5 voices, one line, do line of whichever singers you like, 5 singers you are enjoying right now, but in their
because now I don't practice this now, I don't practice impressions, but I'll still do hold on, I'm gonna have to so I did so it's Mika Singh, right? लगे जार जो जाले जो वर्ड जोन से तेरे, ओ लगे जार जो जाले जो वर्ड जोन से तेरे.
Yeah,
that's Mika, right? And then maybe we can do Bohemia.
Yeah.
वो तेरी आंख में आँखा पाके देखे हूँ लगदा नहीं दिल, होवे तेरा मौका, something like that. And there's also Passengers का जो गाना Let Her Go.
Yeah.
So I can do that very well. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. So, just for the young fans, your people who love your music, tell them how you did this, कि कैसे तुमने खुद को ट्रेन किया कि तुम किसी और की आवाज की नकल कर सको, क्योंकि ये मुश्किल होता है. मैं जानता हूँ सोनू निगम बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, you've seen them at various shows imitating other people, and he's got a few people who I've seen who can also do that and do it convincingly and do it well. तो थोड़ा explanation दे दो लोगों की, कैसे किया तुमने?
You're cutting off. Hold on. Sorry, you were cutting off. Now you're back.
Okay. Can you hear me better now? I can hear you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. मैं कह रहा था, एक बार लोगों को थोड़ा सा बता दो कि how did you study or what did you do to come to a point where you could do these voices?
Yeah. So obviously I did. मैंने अपना DAW खोल लिया and सारे tracks उस पे रख दिए, right? एंड एक जो मुझे लाइन करनी थी मैंने वो लगा दी, एंड एक चीज लाइक हाउ दे बिकॉज हर किसी का एक स्टाइल होता है गाने का. कोई और थोड़ा ऐसे करके गाते हैं, कोई थोड़ा खुल के गाते हैं, कोई मुंह खोल के गाते हैं, तो इट्स डिफरेंट. तो बस वही हेडफोन्स लगा के एक वो जिसका मेरे को एक्कापेला मिल गया गाने का, उसका एक्कापेला उठा लिया, जिसका ओरिजिनल था वही देख के एक चीज को ट्राई करके उसको 10-20 टेक्स कर करके जो लगा था वो आई डिड.
That's amazing, man. यार थोड़ा सा कोई एक अरिजीत सिंह का भी गाना सुना दो ना. Everybody loves him. Any line, एक हाथ लाइन.
अरिजीत सिंह का मैंने कौन सा किया था? Hold on. अरिजीत सिंह का just name a song.
कलंक, हवाएं.
तेरा फितूर तुझ पे चढ़ गया रे.
क्या बात है. Yeah, it's awesome, and that was really cool. So one of the things, the other thing that I really saw that was really nice on your channel is you've done a few collaborations. It's not like बहुत सारे collaborations है, but तुमने 3-4 collaborations किए हैं. And I realized the 3 women that you've collaborated with, Ananya Birla, Lisa Mangal, not Lisa Mangal, क्या कह रहा हूँ, Lisa Mishra and Tejal Kumar, all 3 of them have been guests on my show. So tell me a little about working with all 3 of them. How was it different working with Ananya, with Lisa and with Tejal?
Actually हमने सारे जितने भी कोलैब्स थे तो आई फ्लू डाउन टू मुंबई एंड वहीं पे शूट किया था हमने. वन आई डिड विद जो अनन्या के साथ किया था वो अनन्या के ही स्टूडियो में किया था हमने. तो मतलब it was just because उसको already उसने मेरा म्यूजिक ऑलरेडी देखा हुआ था. When I reached out to her, she was like, हाँ obviously I know you and you know she would love to do it. So फिर हम वहाँ like I went there and it all happened in exactly a day. तो मतलब बस मैं चला गया and we just sat गिटार पकड़ के जो chords 4 chords जो अपना the popular chord progression वो लेके and then उसके ऊपर हमने जो गाने 1 2 3 and then her song also because उसका भी गाना आता था तब. तो ये सारे गाने हमने बैठ के एंड देन बस मतलब बहुत स्पॉन्टेनियस लाइक दोनों बिल्कुल प्लान नहीं थे. हम बस जाते थे और वही 3-4 घंटे साथ में बैठ के जो अच्छा लगता है हाँ जो गाना व्हाट यू वांट ओके आई वांट दिस वी पुट इट एंड देन वी जस्ट रफली रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द लाइक मैं अपना लैपटॉप भी लेके जाता हूँ तो हम उसी पे रफली रिकॉर्ड करके मैं रफ उस पे रफ वी डू इट देन वी लाइक बाद में हम उसको फिर ऑब्वियसली क्वालिटी बेटर करके.
Very cool. और अभी किसी और ने कहा the other collaboration that you did was with Lau, right? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah, Lau, yes. Yeah. So what happened? वो बहुत ही interesting story है actually. So मैंने उसका एक cover किया था Lamborghini के साथ mashup करके. So somehow he found like he or his team, obviously him, he found out and उसने comment कर दिया था मेरे इस वीडियो पे. And like because like उस टाइम इतना बड़ा स्टार है एंड लाइक हिल गया था और मैंने इसको कहा ब्रो उसने कमेंट किया है ऐसे थे. फिर वी गॉट इन टच एंड देन वो अगले ही लाइक उसी मंथ के एंड में ही वाज कमिंग टू इंडिया. तो मे बी दैट्स हाउ ही डिस्कवर्ड मी राइट. सो ही इज कमिंग टू इंडिया एंड देन वी स्पोक एंड देन मैंने कहा आई वांट टू डू समथिंग विद यू. इट वाज डिफिकल्ट एक्चुअली क्योंकि ही इज सच अ बिग गाय एंड इट्स डिफिकल्ट. बहुत मुश्किल हुई थी बट it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool because और वो भी बहुत like मेरे जितने भी अभी तक collabs हुए हैं कुछ प्लान नहीं था बस गए हैं मिले हैं तभी प्लान करके तभी हमने रिकॉर्ड कर दिया. So it was amazing.
Very cool. In fact, even the video that you shot with Sejal is very beautifully done. बहुत ही सुंदर वीडियो है. I thought was really nice. By the way, आप सबको बता दो मैं तो जानता हूँ काफी सारे लोग ऑलरेडी अक्ष के फैंस हो मगर अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं किया हो तो देखो मैंने अभी स्क्रीन चेंज आपको दिखाया है यहाँ पे. I am already subscribed to his channel. Go subscribe to Aksh Baghla's channel on YouTube. मैंने यहाँ पे most popular से दिखाया तो देखो वो जो मैंने वो अभी जिसके बारे में बात की One Guy 30 Voices. It's fantastic. You got to go and check it out. I also loved your version of Despacito and Suit जो तुम mashup किया था. But that was also very nicely done. But you know what? Rather than asking you to sing that for everybody watching, can you explain the thought process behind your mashups? What I mean by that is कि लोग गाने सुनते हैं बहुत सारे गाने सुनते हैं बस सबको ये इमीडिएटली सोचता नहीं है कि यार इस गाने के साथ इस गाने का मैं मैशअप कैसे करूं. तो जब तुमको प्लान करना होता है कि यार अभी अगले हफ्ते मुझे एक नया गाना करना है तो हाउ डू यू फिगर आउट which songs you want to take and how do you decide कि ये गाना इसके साथ अच्छा जाएगा?
So ये चीज पता नहीं मुझे भी like मैंने कभी कुछ ऐसे कुछ प्लान करके नहीं किया. जैसे डेस्पेसिटो बज रहा है राइट. डेस्पेसिटो गाना है आई एम लिसनिंग टू इट. सो व्हेन आई एम लिसनिंग टू इट वैसे ही जैसे बीच में ट्यून आती है तो आई स्टार्ट हमिंग एंड लाइक ओह यार दिस इज गोइंग वेल एंड मतलब इट्स जस्ट समथिंग व्हिच बेसिकली जो बेसिकली मैं करता हूँ इसकी एक गाना जैसे डेस्पेसिटो की अगर आपने बीट लिया तो दूसरा कोई भी गाना जो मैं साथ में हम कर रहा हूँ हाँ इट्स गोइंग वेल. तो वो दोनों में जो एक थ्रेड है व्हिच आई कैन combine and make a mashup. That मतलब it just comes naturally. मैंने कभी ऐसे लिखा नहीं है सोचा नहीं बस basically track बज रहा है उसके ऊपर I'm just figuring out ये जा रहा है and that's how it goes.
एक अभी एक ट्राई करते हैं. Tell me a song that you are liking right now जिसको तुमने अभी तक रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया है. Just a song that you've been hearing during this lockdown period so to say.
Actually अभी recently I was doing actually बहुत सारे songs लिखे हुए हैं मैंने. Hold on. अभी मैं अभी जो मैं बहुत ज्यादा गाना मैं सुन रहा हूँ वो बिली आइलिश के सुन रहा हूँ. बिली आइलिश एंड जस्टिन बीबर की भी जो नई एल्बम आई तो आई एम प्लानिंग टू डू समथिंग. बिली आइलिश का भी शायद मैशअप आई एम प्लानिंग टू डू. तो अच्छा अभी कोई गाना
ये तो तुम ऑलरेडी प्लान कर रहे हो यानी करने के लिए प्लान कर रहे हो राइट. यू वांट टू डू समथिंग विद बिली आइलिश. मैं बोल रहा हूँ अच्छा एक कोई आर्टिस्ट का नाम लो दैट यू लाइक. Tell me an artist that you like.
Let's say Justin Beiber.
Justin Bieber ka, tell me a song that you like that you've not already recorded.
I've not done Cold Water. I've not done Cold Water.
And you know the song well?
Yeah.
So can you sing a little bit of it? And गाते गाते can you just think इसके साथ अगर मुझे कोई हिंदी गाना मैशअप करना होता तो कौन सा अच्छा जाता उसके साथ? Just let's just see your process in your mind process in action right now.
हाँ. Okay. And then sometimes you know what asking me to when you're feeling low. मेरे को गाना play करना पड़ेगा. Because I have to listen to the tune, right? You shouldn't be fighting on your own. Yeah. देसी मेरा दिल लग गया तेरा लग गया
क्या बात है
देसी मेरा दिल लग गया आते जाते तभी थकने लग गया आंखें खुली हो या हो नम दीदार उनका होता है ऑब्वियसली मैं बहुत नीचे आ गया ऐसे कहे वो यार प्यार कैसे होता है शान मस्तानी मदहोश किए जाए मुझे something like that. But yeah, because they go
I put you on the spot. I agree. I put you on the spot, but that was really cool because I just wanted people to know how your mind thinks because they love your music so much and they must be thinking, यार ये कैसे बंदा बैठ के इतने अच्छे mashups करता है? So it's a very organic, natural thing for you, you know, कि तुम जब गाना गाते हो, automatically तुम्हारे दिमाग में चलता है कि यार इसके साथ क्या fit होगा? That was really nice for me to see as well because I'm always fascinated by that. तुम्हें याद है Pitch Perfect करके एक movie आई थी?
Yes.
So Pitch Perfect में Anna Kendrick is the actress in that, the lead actress. उसने भी जो किया था, the way she mashed up songs in that movie, because that was an a cappella singing competition के बारे में वो movie थी. It was beautifully done and I was always in awe to see how people do that. क्योंकि जैसे तुमने कहा, इंडिया में शायद one of the first people थे जिसने वो किया है, but there were a lot of people doing mashups abroad, and it's a beautiful thing. So. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. तो अभी बात करते हैं. What are you looking at doing next? What is next for Aksh Baghla? So you've got your millions of subscribers. You've been putting up great mashups. You've been putting up great collaboration. What's next?
So अभी collabs हो. अभी collabs obviously बहुत सारा. I wanna collab with a lot of like more musicians from India as well as abroad. One is that. दूसरा obviously now. In fact बहुत पहले हो चुका है, but I have to get my originals out as soon as possible because बहुत ज़्यादा वो delay हो गया. So originals is the second thing. और हाँ अभी तो ये दो ही हैं. और third maybe I'll also be putting out my merch very soon. So once my originals are out, and then that will be that's the three things.
I'm looking forward to that, man. For me, like you said, one of the parts of discovering your own sound is also your own, apart from your vocal, कि तुम्हारी आवाज ऐसे वो तो तुमने discover कर ली है. 3 साल तुम गाने बना रहे हो. You've been putting up great covers, and people already have your voice. Now the next thing is to see what your inner voice is. What is it that you want to say? What is music?
Right.
And I'm always.
My melody.
What is your melody? What is your story that you want to tell through your music? So I'm looking forward to that too, man. Super excited about that. Best of luck for that. So we've not really looked at any of your fans' messages, but सबको एक बार बता दूं, thank you very much for everybody who is over here. मैं जानता हूँ आजकल इतने सारे लाइव सेशन चालू रहते हैं, वो सब छोड़ के आप मुझे यहाँ पे देखने आए हो, तो that's really special. We both appreciate that you guys are here with us.
Also, जो भी लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, everybody, thank you so much for coming. अच्छा, actually मैं भी सोच रहा था कि क्यों ना मैं अभी this is exclusive, मैंने अभी तक किसी को सुनाया नहीं है, but मैं थोड़ा सा original play करता हूँ.
Yes, मैं बोलने वाला था, but then I thought, यार, maybe you're not ready to put it out, but come on, let's hear it. Let's hear a little bit of it.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit. This is not final at all, but एक ये है जो I can actually play.
सुनाओ भाई.
Hold on. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Take your time. So while he's figuring that out, once again, like I told you, follow Aksh on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Of course, subscribe karo. He's got great content coming out all the time. Make sure you do that. By the way, for people who joined in late or who are wondering, क्योंकि हमेशा जब मैं किसी और के साथ इंटरव्यू करता हूँ ना यार, उनके फैंस आके पूछते भाई ये कौन है, होस्ट कौन है. होस्ट का नाम बाय द वे मेरा नाम है मीर. दिस इज माय शो, इट्स कॉल्ड द एमजे शो, जिसपे मैंने अक्ष के जैसे ही बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे सिंगर्स को लाया है. एवरीबडी, ऑल ऑफ योर फेवरेट सिंगर्स, ऑल द सिंगर्स दैट ही इज एक्चुअली कवर्ड इन अ लॉट ऑफ हिज वीडियोस, मोस्ट ऑफ देम हैव कम एज गेस्ट्स ऑन माय शो. सो दिस वीडियो, लाइक ऑल ऑफ, go up on the YouTube channel of the MJ Show tomorrow. Go subscribe to it right now and hit that bell icon.
Oh yes, everybody who is watching, please go and subscribe to Mihir. भाई Mihir sir को बहुत प्यार दो. ये आप जो सिंगर का नाम सोच सकते हैं ना, इंटरव्यू कर चुके हैं, ये उनका ऑलरेडी इंटरव्यू हो चुके हैं. So go follow Mihir sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so first time ever is something that I put up my music. Okay, let's go.
मेरी जो तेरा लगता ना तब तो संग ना रहे. Used to call you my baby. I want you to stay. तेरे बिना भी नहीं जीना तो stay. Please don't go, stay. तेरे बिना भी नहीं जीना तो stay.
Yeah. That
was awesome, man. And I got tell you, मैंने अभी तक कैसे बताया नहीं, I don't realize. You know, I love your production, man. Your music production, the way you, and I see that you do all of your stuff. It's fantastic. And I'm genuinely like, अभी by the way तुमने वो Lamborghini के गाने का नाम, I mean the mashup, उसके बारे में हमने बात की. Literally अभी थोड़ी देर पहले I WhatsApped you a picture of you. I was watching that. I was just so blown away by how you do all. And you know, even if you probably program it earlier and then shoot the video, but you've still done all of those parts, and it's fantastic. So my compliments and my love to you, man. Keep making great music. Your originals to sunne hai, but keep making these amazing mashups that you do as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Thank you, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this. And because, and to be very honest, मैंने बिल्कुल प्लान नहीं किया था कि मैं ये play करूँगा, but I was like, let's do it.
Man, you know, listen, I'll tell you something. A lot of singers who've come on the MJ show in the past have showcased something on the show, and कहीं ना कहीं पे किसी ना किसी तरह से, I know you got 2.5 million subscribers more than I do, but the point is, these stories that I've been able to get out of people, they do reach out to the fans, and people do discover a little bit more about their favorite artists, and kahin na kahin pe it's helped them out. So I pray and I hope, I always say that I want the entire world to conspire to give you everything that you want, and I just wish that when you put out your original music, it's fantastic, and everybody, all your fans will remember that the first time that they heard this was right here with me on the MJ show, and I really appreciate that, my friend. So thank you very much, brother, for being here with me. I want to wish you all the best. You want to give a message to all your fans before you leave?
Before I leave, कुछ नहीं, अभी तो यही बोलूँगा कि I also want to say, because मैं live आया हूँ and people are watching, so I also want to say कि because YouTube video डाले मेरे को थोड़ा time हो गया, तो people लोग मेरे को बोल रहे थे कि you know video नहीं, अभी एक बहुत स्पेशल, एक बहुत सही वीडियो आने वाली है, बहुत अच्छी, बहुत सून, और एक और वीडियो है जो बहुत ज्यादा लोगों ने रिक्वेस्ट की है, which is the जरा जरा का full version, वो पक्का आने वाला है. So 2 things, and Mihir, thank you so much for having me. It was great talking to you, and hope to see you soon, as soon as this gets over.
For sure, man. Once this thing gets over, we got to meet in person, because the last time, like I said, we met Social Nation पे briefly मिले थे, but let's catch up, let's chat up when the whole COVID situation is done. But take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe, and jaldi milte hain.
You too, and everybody else. Stay home, stay safe. Take care.
Take care, my friend.
Bye, buddy.
So that was the absolutely fabulous Aksh Baghla और मैंने आपको बताया था मैं आपको और एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन सिंगर से आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कराऊंगा जिसको मैं अभी ऐड कर रहा हूँ. He is unbelievable. Now, like I said, I discovered him because of Aishwarya Majmudar, but now you guys are going to find out a lot more about him. All the way from Canada, let's say hi to Abhi.
Hey, Mihir, can you see me?
I can see you. I can see you well. How are you?
Awesome, you can hear me as well. Awesome, I'm great. Thanks, Mihir. I just caught up on your show with Aksh, and it was great. Great
Thank
stuff.
you. So, firstly,
It's a
man,
pleasure to be.
sorry, no, great to have you here. Like I said, I discovered you thanks to my friend Aishwarya, and I saw your collaboration with her on her Instagram handle, and I was blown away, man. I mean, I knew that she can do all of those crazy vocal, as I call them, vocal pyrotechnics. You know, you can just
That's right.
amazing things that she can do with her voice. And then when I heard you sing after her, and I was like, holy shit, he's like on par. He's doing all the things that she is doing, and he's doing it so beautifully. I was like, man, I got to get in touch with him. I dropped a message on that video which I saw, which you also noticed, and then I reached out to you and I said, hey, I got to get you on my show. I got people to find out a little bit more about you as well. So
Absolutely.
So before we get into the music, before we talk to people and tell them about your YouTube channel and that video of yours, which I told you I absolutely love, he's done a video in which he sung 73 ragas. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Tell everybody a little bit about you and your background. How did you get into music? And how did your journey come to a point where now you've been putting out content on YouTube and performing all across?
For sure. So it's been. I think music's always been in the family and in part of my life. My dad sings, so I've been fortunate to sort of grow up in a very sort of musical environment. Even though I grew up here, it was always like a lot of Indian music and a lot of even like a lot of like classical music was always at home. But taking music sort of professionally, like I only started putting out content pretty recently. Like I'm sure, you might not have come across my stuff, from the past because it's only been about a few months since I started my YouTube channel, and it's been going really well ever since. Because I've been more of like a songwriter and like a producer. I went to school for finance here. I went to University of Toronto. So all that happened, and then I think midway I just decided, you know what, I think it's time to sort of take music. So there was a few things happening here and there, which sort of like some, I won like a reality show and I released an album and stuff like that, and things sort of started to take shape. All of a sudden, I decided, you know what, I think I need to do this full time. And I think one of the first videos that I put out was that 73 ragas that you saw, and that one just became very successful, and a lot of people loved it. So I think that just sort of gave me the push, and it's been great ever since. It's sad that like right after we had to face the lockdown, so a lot of things are kind of on a standstill at the moment. But even despite, I think it's been going well.
So you have a classical background in Indian, as in Hindustani and Carnatic?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I grew up learning both simultaneously. I was not really into classical music though, especially from here. Being in Toronto, like you're exposed to a lot of pop music and a lot of like for me, like a lot of English like pop music, and also even like Bollywood music. I've been very much into a lot of like like the masala Bollywood stuff, and I love all that. Like I've been performing that for years, so that was always my sort of my interest in music. But I think midway when I was in high school, I started listening to some phenomenal classical music, Hindustani and Carnatic, and I started getting some advanced training from a lot of them. And ever since it's been great because I could sort of it was like a whole new perception into music, with ragas and all that stuff. It was phenomenal.
Do you have like a photographic memory, or do you have like an amazing memory? Do you like read the lyrics of a song one time and remember it? Is that the kind of brain that you have right now?
Not at all. In fact, I am the worst with lyrics. Let me tell
Really?
you. I am the worst. I have pretty good memory. I will agree. I mean, with regards to like like actual like memories and stuff like that. But when it comes to song lyrics and stuff like that, I will. If you listen to me on stage, half the time I'm making my own words up. half the time. And I'm just hoping and praying that the audience doesn't realize. And I'll do some sort of a gimmick to make sure that they don't really know what I'm doing. But it's, trust me, it is terrible.
The reason I asked you this is, and you know, at least the way the video looks, it's almost as if it's a one take video. Was it a one take video, or did you guys?
Yeah, completely.
It is.
No, it's completely a one take, yeah.
Man, how do you remember the nuances of 73 different ragas? Like most people, it would take years because you're not a very old man. You're like how you're 25, 26. How old did you say you were?
Yeah, 26, yeah.
26. So
that's right. Yeah.
In your in your youth, in these many years that you've been practicing your music, you put part 2 as well right now, which means you've essentially
I did, yes.
close to 146 different.
That's right. Yeah.
Different ragas. How the hell do you remember that much?
I think, to be honest, a lot of people ask me, how do you remember? I think it's almost like it never leaves my system. Like it's something I don't have to, and I say this from a very sort of a modest space where I just love ragas. I think I find them so fascinating. More than compositions, like in for instance, in like Carnatic music and stuff like that, there's a lot of emphasis on songs and structure and stuff like that. But even then, for me, the fascination has always been for like ragas. So it's very interesting to me that with just the 12 notes that we have, and it's the same across the three, with Western music and Hindustani and Carnatic, it's 12 different denominations of notes.
Yeah.
Now within those, how you can make a rag like like a Shri, and just change like some of the notes, and then you have a rag like Nalina Kanti, which is so happy, and Shri is so sort of, there's so much anger, there's so much like sadness. I think it's phenomenal.
Somebody just actually requested that, can we get him to sing in the second? I'm not even going to make an attempt to say the name of it. What was the second rag that you just said?
Nalina Kanti, I think.
Yeah. So let's do one. You've done 146, as I counted, different ragas.
Right.
Let's do 6. Let's do 3 Hindustani and 3 Carnatic. And make sure you take the one that you mentioned right now. And can I hear you sing a little bit of each of them? So start with a Hindustani, go to a Carnatic, another Hindustani. Sure. So six ragas that we can hear a little bit of right now.
Definitely. Let's do it. So I'll start with Shri that I talked about, which is... So, ma pa ni sa re re ni re ni dha pa ma dha ma re ga re sa pa ma pa ni sa re ni sa ga re ma ga re ni pa ma ga re ni sa ga re. Now this is Nalina Kanti, so I just switched over. See how like the first rag was very sort of intense, and it's Abhi,
can you do that again? Can you do that again? We lost you for a second. Can you do the second part again, once again?
Sure.
See how it was intense.
Yeah, for sure. So I started with re re ma pa re ga re sa ga re ma ga re ni sa ga re pa ma ga re ma pa ni sa ga re pa ma ga re ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga re ma pa ni sa ga re sa ni pa ni ma ni pa pa ma ga re sa ni sa ga re pa ma ga re. Do you want it 6, right? So I'll do any rag that you can think of, any Hindustani rag.
Let's ask the guests. Let's ask our viewers here, because Rohini said, Mihir, I asked for Nalina Kanti because it's one of my favorites as well as Abhi's. That's what she said. So hey, Rohini, good.
How did you know?
If you guys can think of any other ragas you want him to sing, why don't you give me a suggestion here?
Yeah.
And we do that. But you pick one. You pick one.
Sure. Okay, I'm
and
getting
Bhairav.
Vasanta and Bhairav. Okay,
Bhairav.
sure.
And Bhupali. Okay, there you go.
Sani da maga ri zani sa maga ma dani sa maga ri zani sa ri ni sani da maga ma dani sa ni da maga ma sani sa dani da. That was Vasanta. I'm seeing Bihag. ma pa ga ma ga re sa ni sa ma ga pa ni re sa ni pa ma ga ma pa ni sa ga re sa ni ni da pa ma pa da ma ga.
Wow.
I'm singing
Lots of
Bhagyashree.
requests for Desh.
Ga ma da. It's for Desh. Pani sari ni da ma pani ni sa ni sari ma ni sa ni sari ni da ni da ba ma pa ni da ba ma ga ri da ni sa re ma pa ni sa da re ma pa ni sa re ma pa ni sa. That's a
So you've
wonderful
just
rag to
given me
finish
my
off with.
first goosebumps moment of tonight. That's insane, man.
That's
That
very
was
sweet.
absolutely brilliant.
Thanks, Mihir. That
That
means a
was
lot.
really,
Thank
really
you.
beautiful. I'm going to take one more request here because even I like that Khamaj.
Kamaj, sure. You know what? I'll actually sing. I don't know if you've so Kamaj is sort of like a thought, which is kind of like a parent scale. So there's a rag called Kamas, which is very close. I'll sing that one, which I really love.
Go for it.
Um, Dani sakare maga sa ni sari ne da ma ga ma ga ma ne da pa ma pa da ma ga za dani sa ma ga ma ni da dani sa ma ga ne dani sa. It's very
Wow.
beautiful, very beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful, man. So you know what? The obvious or the logical question here is, what do you want to do with this incredible wealth of knowledge that you've acquired? Do you want to sing for Bollywood? Do you want to come? Do you want to come to India? Do you want to perform here? Do you want to get into the Indian music industry in a big way? Because you know your music, while obviously will be appreciated over there in Canada as well, you know the mother load is right here in India. I mean,
Definitely,
everybody
definitely.
wants to,
Yeah.
you know, like your fellow Canadians who've come here, Sasha Tirupati, Jonita Gandhi, and who've made a
Yeah,
successful career for themselves here in the Indian film
absolutely.
industry. Is
Absolutely.
that something that you want to do as well?
You know what? For sure. I would love to do that. So I mean, of course, I do a few different styles of music. So as I said, I do a lot of Bollywood and stuff like that as well. And so I sing a lot of Hindi. So that's definitely on the agenda. I would love to come to Bombay, and I've been there a few times, in fact. And I've had I've sung for a few people here and there during my short trips, but every time it's been very short. Like it's usually during like my school, like vacation period or something like that. But yeah, I think next time I'm there, I'll definitely be there for a longer time, and I'd love to. Like I had a few tours lined up right after the 73, so I had a few tours in London, and then a few people asked in India. So I was actually just in the process of lining that up, and then all of this happened. So, but hopefully very soon I'll be in India, and I'd love to be there. I'd love to. I love Mumbai. I've been to Mumbai a couple of times, and let me tell you, I think it's. Do you live in Mumbai, right?
I do. I
Dude,
do.
I think it's where in Mumbai do you live?
I stay in a place called Chembur, area called
Chambur,
Tilak
yeah, of
Nagar.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Tilak Nagar. Okay, yeah. I've seen it. I've seen the station, Tilak Nagar station. I love Bombay. I've lived in. I mean, when I visit, I usually stay in like Andheri, or I've stayed in Parel this one time, and I think the vibe of that city is it's incredible because it's kind of like the melting pot of so many different cultures and so many different styles of music, which sort of really resonates with me in a way, because of the different forms of music that I do.
So you know what? Let's give people a taste of your singing in Hindi. And I love the request which has just come in from Ranveer Sandhu. If you can take that, that would be an amazing song to hear in your voice because I love that song. Do you know Ayat by
Yeah, you know what? I've heard that song, but I don't know it at all. And as I said, my lyrics are terrible, and that song I would just probably
No
butcher like
stress, no
90% of it.
stress. I'm
So I'm
putting,
so
I'm
sorry.
not putting you,
But you know
I'm
what? I
not
do
putting you
get
on the
that
spot.
request a lot,
But you
so
know
I
what?
will learn that song for next
You
time.
should pick up that song and put it up on your YouTube channel for sure
I think
because I know
so. I think
people
so.
will love listening to your version of Ayat because I think in contemporary film music, one of the few men who's taken classical music and really, really done it well with modern music is Arijit Singh,
Absolutely.
without a doubt. Could I hear
For
you
sure. I
any song
love.
that you like?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do. Mm, mm, I'm thinking of like a nice. Let's do a Sonu Nigam song. Let's do.
Go for it.
अभी मुझ में कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी जगी धड़कन नहीं जाना जिंदा हूँ मैं तो अभी कुछ ऐसी लगन इस लम्हे में है ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा अब है सामने इसे छू लूं जरा मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा खुशियाँ चूम लूं या रो लूं जरा मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा
Wow. Very, very beautiful, man. Let me share a little bit of personal memory of this song with you. The first guest of my fourth season. Now, this lockdown season, as I call it, has become like this super extended season where I've had over 100 guests, but I generally have about 20 guests in a season. And the first guest of season 4, my 101st episode, was Sonu Nigam, and I did a long 1.5 hour, chat with him at his place, and he was sitting right beside me. Thankfully, there was no COVID situation back then, so I was actually sitting with all this.
That's right.
And watching them perform, and he was sitting a foot away from me because we were sitting on his sofa. He was on this side, I was on this side, and one of the greatest moments for me as a talk show host, as somebody who's also a music lover and a singer myself, was hearing this song being sung live 1 foot beside me by the man who originally sang it. It was unbelievable. And I can tell you right now, if Sonu Nigam heard you sing that, he would be very, very proud of you. I thought you did that really, man. That was really cool.
Thank you so much. And I must tell you, I think I've seen that show, and I've caught so many of your shows, from I remember from, and it was such a great way to, because as I said, I wasn't really putting out content, so I was absorbing as much as I could. And I think it's very rare that there's a show for artists by an artist himself. You have you're a singer, you're a musician yourself, so you know exactly the right kind of questions to ask. And also it's very, very it's very fun for like other fellow musicians to watch. So I remember watching Monali's interview, which I think is probably one of your most viewed ones, and Neeti Mohan's and Mahalakshmi ji, who's a very dear friend, and a lot of them you have such beautiful interviews, and I've really enjoyed. So I'm glad to be a part of it now.
Thank you, man. So you know what? Let's do the thing that all YouTubers and content creators do when they meet each other and the video is about to end. Firstly, let me show you guys something. That there is Abhi's channel. As you can see, I'm already subscribed to it. If you're not already subscribed to it, you're missing out on some great music. Go on YouTube right now. I'm going to give you, so this video goes up on the YouTube channel of The MJ Show. I'm going to give you a link to Abhi's channel in the info section. Hit that link, go there, subscribe to it, and actually hit the bell icon so that every time he puts up a new video, you guys get a notification. You can check it out the moment it is up.
Sweet.
And you know what? Why don't you tell your followers to subscribe to The MJ Show as well?
Absolutely. You know what? I think following up on what I just said, guys, if you want an interview that's very much like, it's not like the generic questions where it's like, what, or you know what I mean? Like some of the very generic questions about, how did you start? And it probably just ends there. And,
how is the weather in Canada? What did you have for breakfast today? Do you have a girlfriend, Abhi? By the way, tell me one thing. When you met Mahalakshmi Iyer, did you say hi to her?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
and
I get
hate
what you mean.
Also the other questions about how, the questions are more about like, since, because it's Bollywood music, so a lot of it is, like playback. So it's like, which actor do you love singing for the most? And what do you think about this movie? How do you feel when your song is in a movie and that doesn't really do well? Stuff like that. It's all about like other people, so it's like, ask me about my music kind of a thing. So I think in that sense, I think the MJ show is one of the most entertaining shows out there, and it's probably one of, I think you're the only one in India, if I'm not wrong, I'm not sure, but I think you're the only one who exclusively does music, like interviews with musicians, and I think it's a great tool, and it's for to learn about the artist, and also great entertainment, great content. So everyone who's watching this, please do subscribe to the MJ Show on YouTube. And follow me here on Instagram, because he posts everything. I think you post everything on Instagram as well, right?
I do. I post it up over here as well, and then the next day it goes up on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has also kind of become an archive of this work that I've done over the last 2 months. It's been insane, man. I just look back at the last 2 months. I've been doing this Monday to Saturday every night, one session at 8 p.m., one session at 9 p.m. And like I was just telling Aksh right now, I've done my last Saturday episodes were my 99th and the 100th. So we are at 104 right now. So it's been pretty insane.
Awesome. Congratulations to that.
Thank you, man. It's been a crazy couple of months. And the whole idea was to come every night and entertain people and get their minds off the boredom and the confinement that they are feeling right now, being at home. If I can for 2 hours them to think about something else, entertain them with great singers and great stories. All of us, you as my guest and me as the carrier of that information, I think we're doing something which is almost, I'm not saying it's as important as the people on the front lines, but we're doing something to keep people at home entertained. And I think
yes, absolutely.
Happy about that.
It's much needed at this hour, because there's only so much of pre-recorded music and pre-recorded like shows and stuff like that you can watch. You want something, you want that live sort of interaction, you want that, even though you can't really go to a concert, or you can't really go out and stuff like that, but you can't meet people. But I think something like this goes a long way, so kudos to you for keeping that up.
Thank you, man. So you know what? We've got about a couple more minutes to go. Why don't we end today's episode with a song of your choice? I don't want to, like I said, I already tried to put you on the spot by asking you a request, and
no, not at all.
But now I'm going to leave it up to you. Whatever you feel like. It could be an English song as well, because it could be a song from your album. Speaking of which, guys, he's got an album out. I can't believe we didn't talk about that at all. You guys should go and check it out. It's on all streaming platforms, I'm assuming.
It is, yes, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Why don't you tell
me Spotify.
The album as well?
For sure, it's called First of All, because it's my first album, and it's 8 compositions, all original music and written by me and produced. So I'm also as I said, I'm a songwriter and I'm a producer. So that was actually a huge part of my life for the last few years. I produce music and I love producing music. But I think just over the last couple of months, it's been I've been more of a singer. Just because of all the love that I'm getting, but I love producing. So those tracks have been produced myself, and it's English, Hindi, and Tamil, the 3 languages that I sing in. It's all sort of very pop. So check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes and Apple Music and everything. It's it's called First of All. If you search First of All Abhi, you should be able to find that album.
I'll make your life easy. Tomorrow when this video goes up on YouTube, I'll give you a Spotify link as well. If you use Spotify, at least you get the name of the album. So whatever platform you use, his name on that and listen to the album, because it's awesome. So
and on that note, do check out Mihir's album as well. I forget the name of the album here.
Mumbai Blues. It's called Mumbai Blues.
Mumbai Blues. That's right. Yes. You know what? Mumbai, and there you go. That's why I love it already. But it's a beautiful album. So please do check it out. I was just listening to it over the weekend.
Thank you, man.
So.
Thanks. So let's end this with a song. What do you want to sing for us?
Sure. I think there's a few requests for Kuhu Kuhu Bole Koile I'm seeing, and I think because that was one of the most. I think that's how you found me as well. And
yeah, man, it would be perfect. It would be full circle right now for this little circle that we have. I mean, the few days that I've known you, because I discovered you because of that song. Let's end it with that song.
Yeah. So very short story, before I start that song. So that song actually, I've grown up with it, and I think so has Aishwarya, who I collaborated with for that song. I don't know if you remember, but she was part of a lot of shows,
reality shows,
and stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. And she always killed it. So I remember there was this one episode for me. Growing up here, I didn't really have friends who also sang Indian music. So my sort of my benchmark was a lot of these contestants on
reality shows.
Yeah, so my parents saw this episode and they were like, "Look at this girl. She's probably your age, and look at her just killing it." So I remember taping that performance and then and it was kind of like a full circle, doing the song again with her. So here's
How
that
cool.
song.
Yeah, man.
कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया, कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया, कुंज कुंज में भरे धोले गुनगुन बोले आ, कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया, सज सिंगार ऋतु आई बसंती सज सिंगार ऋतु आई बसंती जैसे नार कोई हो रसवंती, सनी ध मधनी सा गम गम धनी सा रि धनी धनी सरी धनी सरी धनी धनी नि धनी नि धनी मध मध करी गम धनी सज सिंगार ऋतु आई बसंती, जैसे नार कोई हो रसवंती, डाली डाली कलियों को तितलियां झूमे, फूल फूल पंखड़ियां खोले अमृत घोले ते सुलावुदे तेन मलराले तिंड्रले पोयिना ना 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 कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया.
There you
That
go,
last
my
part
man.
was,
You've given me my
thumbnail.
second goosebump moment for the day. Holy shit.
That's
This
so
is
sweet.
something
Thank you
about
so much.
our music which is unbelievable, man. That was
Incredible,
fantastic.
right? Yeah, I mean, the
Unbelievable.
rags and everything. So that last part was actually in Tamil, because I think a lot
I
of
saw
people
that.
have been requesting for a Tamil song. So that the song is also there in Tamil. So yeah.
Fantastic, man. Thank you so much for being here with me. You know what? I'm going to look at your career with a lot of interest, because I just see that this is just the start of your journey. And I have a feeling we'll be meeting and talking again. And I see a lot of great things in store for you, my friend. I really do. And I wish you all the
That's
best.
very, very sweet.
Everything that you're doing with music.
Thank you so much, Mihir. I think it was it's a pleasure, and it's an honor hearing those words from a musician like you. And you've dealt with some of the greatest artists. So I think thank you so much, and it was a pleasure being a part of your show. And I look forward to the next session. I think it's with
Priya Saraiya. Yeah,
Priya
man.
Saraiya. Yes,
Looking
that's
forward
right.
to
Yeah,
it.
big fan.
So,
Yeah,
so,
for
so,
sure.
so the strange thing is, she was the one guest I had a few weeks ago, and that was the one episode I could not save, and I was absolutely
Okay.
I was distraught, man. I was like, how did that happen?
That's
Because
right.
that was the day when Instagram decided to change it from putting up your story as a live session for 24 hours on
That's
your
right.
story to
Yeah,
become
yeah.
a TV video. And I did not know that. So, I'm trying to figure out, hey, why is it not going into my live session? And I didn't know how to
That's right.
save it as an IGTV video. And while doing that, I went back and I lost the video. So I
And you
told her,
lost it,
on
huh?
popular
Oh.
demand, you got to come back and we got to talk a little bit more. But we're going to do
That's
that
right.
in just a little while. But for now, thank you so much, Abhi, for being here with me. I'm going to see you.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Definitely. Absolutely. I'll see you in Mumbai. Thanks, Mihir. It
For
was
sure.
a pleasure once again. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you guys in literally a minute from now, because Instagram's telling me I've got 20 seconds left. That was Abhi. You saw Aksh Baghla. My name is Mihir, and I'll see you in about a minute.
Guys.
See you. Bye.